Hey everyone, it's Mark Ferguson with Investor More. We're back at the Laundromat because we are starting to get ready for some new machines to come in. I mean, new to me machines, which is always exciting, but it's also a little bit stressful. And we're trying to figure out the best configuration, where to put them, how to make them work best. And it's not easy because we have a pretty small space and we're trying to move in some pretty big machines. So here's a Laundromat, and you can see we have some dryers on the left. And we're already moving some stuff out of here to make way for some bigger, better stuff. So my original plan was to move in a couple of 80-pound washers and a 40 and a 60-pound washer kind of right here in the middle where we're taking out these white, smaller machines. Well, the problem is I didn't realize how far out these machines will go. They will literally be almost twice as deep as these white ones, the 80-pounders. They're huge. And so it would be so tight in here, you could barely open both doors, if you can even do that. So after talking to my guys, we're like, well, maybe we should move them back here because we have way more space, and we could move these three to where the white ones are, maybe add a couple, the 40 and 60-pounder next to them, and then put two 80-pounders back here. The bad part about that is it kind of hides that 50-pounder back there. The 80-pounders would go to about where that blue line is, stick out that far. And we're trying to just figure out the best route here. But if we put them in back, people don't use the back ones quite as much, but still, there's really no really good place to put them. And so we could put those three smaller, those are 27-pound machines here, with maybe a couple others next to it that are bigger. And then the question is, well, do you have the small ones next to the wall or the big ones next to the wall? What looks better symmetrically? But that's how far out the 80-pounders would go if we put them back here, which would make it so tight. So I don't think that's going to work. So we're picking up all of these on Wednesday and hoping to get them installed as quickly as possible. So trying to figure all this out. But I think we've got to put them in this back area just to have room for people to maneuver. We're also replacing 6 of our 30-pound dryers with 5 45-pound dryers, so that will be a huge change as well we're trying to get ready for. And there's just a lot going on. Now, one thing that is a little bothersome, we can move some of our white horizons into here to ones that work well. This one has a broken door. We could just replace that door actually with one of the ones we're taking out too, which we'll do. But just being here and looking at this laundromat, I wish I could just reconfigure the whole thing and make the washers go lengthwise like the dryers do against one wall and maybe have a center one. I think I could get way more in there, but it would just take an incredible amount of work for plumbing, power, bases. It just takes so long to get all that done, and I don't think I want to do that right now. So for the time being, we'll see how this works and looks. We'll see how sales go. And then, I don't know, maybe someday in the future, if this laundromat just keeps doing really well, we'll think about reconfiguring everything. But that's such an undertaking, and it would be out of commission for a while. It's hard for me to justify it. So that's our plan. We're going to put those big ones back in the back, see how it works, and just having those big ones I think will be really awesome. I think maybe I should just put a sign up that says 80-pounders back here, something like that too. Now, every Monday I also check my change machine, see how much money is in here from over the weekend. I post those as shorts if you missed those. So there's a decent amount here. Looked about similar to what we've been having the last few weeks. And then I also check all the cash from, take all the coins out of my front machines because those are the biggest, do the best, and we can't wait a full week to take change out of them or they get too full. So that wasn't bad. We ended up having, $935 from that, I think. Which is a little less than last week, but not bad. And then, yeah, like I said, we empty these. And then hopefully, if we get some big 80-pounders, some more big ones, we'll have more machines that we'll have to empty twice a week. Maybe even more. Who knows? And, we'll have more and more quarters coming in. It'll be really interesting to see how these changes affect things. And you just kind of hope you're doing the right things and making the right decisions. But at the same time, you can't just overthink things and go so crazy with that you don't do anything and you don't make any decisions at all. And sometimes the best teacher is experience and doing something the first time, realizing it doesn't work, and then doing something different the next time. It'd be nice to be perfect and never make mistakes, but hey, that doesn't work out very well in reality. So we'll see how it all goes. Hopefully everything goes somewhat smoothly. There'll always be some hiccups, and it'll be really, really exciting to see if this increases sales.